Welcome to LettsGroup AI Venture Factory, leaders in venture building as software. Today we're going to get you started by showing you how to generate outputs. The great thing about the Venture Factory is it's not just a place that gives you advice or guidance, suggests how you might things, tries to just help you. It's an environment that is constantly generating outputs on your behalf, outputs that really move your startup forwards, whether it's helping you come up with your idea or it's helping you refine that idea, whether it's turning it into valuable strap lines, it's helping you build your first start website, and more and more and more, all the way from idea through execution, scaling, and even right out to exit. So today we're going to start with your dashboard, and you'll be able to, if you follow a sequence in the left side menu, you'll see exactly which steps you need to go through. The dashboard shows you how to manage your overall business, but to start generating outputs, you just click on Innovate Framework. And under that, you'll see there are 7 stages. So Innovate is our end-to-end startup system. It's in version 3, used by hundreds of startups and scale-ups to help them build their businesses in a more structured and more efficient way. The 7 core stages, most businesses already have their own idea, or they've developed their idea. If not, they go into creativity. If you have your idea and you're still at the very early stage, you just click on Aha Idea, which is where you start prototyping your startup. And you can see the first one, Generate Aha Idea, you have a number of sub-steps. These sub-steps are all self-explained, but the first one is about coming up with one sentence descriptor for your startup. You can see here, we've run it for ourselves. It's build, scale, and optimize your startup at every stage with LettsGroup, the AI native venture factory, delivered as a cost-effective subscription for first and second time founders. You can then click this away, and then we can go on to the next step, which is how do you describe your offering in one paragraph? All you have to do is click execute step, and our AI goes off. It's looking at all of the company information that we have about you that you've entered. It's looking at other data related to your company in the platform. It's going externally, and it's now generating what we call the paragraph. And this is now our one sentence descriptor extended out into a 1 paragraph. These, for example, could sit, your one sentence descriptor could sit at the top of your website or right at the front of your investor deck, your pitch deck. This paragraph could be lower down in your website or in your next page within your pitch deck. Once you've done that, you can do various things to it. So you've got your first suggestion here. You've got an explanation of why we think that works. And then there are 2 alternative options for you to consider. So for you to then work with this output, all you have to do is click Edit, and then you can make changes here or not, and then you just save the edit, and then you save to your VDR, which is your virtual data room. Once saved, you'll be able to find it in Venture Assets over here, and you can see step 1B, here is your venture asset. And what you're doing as you go down each of these steps and you execute them, what you're doing is you're building up your company's brain. The more outputs you generate, the more intelligence you're adding into the system about your company, and the more valuable the sequential outputs come, compounding the value to your business. The virtual data room can be used for due diligence. It can be used as the brain of your company. It can be used to amalgamate various steps and sub-steps. As you go through, you'll see the steps become more and more sophisticated. They become more powerful. For instance, here you've got analyze the market opportunity for the company by user demographics, geography, projected revenue. So this is a big key step for any startup, which is being able to go out and really analyze your market opportunity and generate an analysis of it that is really valuable both internally and externally. Modules like this can then go and become parts of more sophisticated outputs down the path, like your business plan. It could be we provide a markets analyst report for you. It can even feed into things like your brand, your brand guidelines, and we have an advertising agency quality branding system that it generates for you. You can see here it's a very sophisticated, beautifully laid out market analytics, giving you customer segmentation, geographic opportunities, and plenty more. There are other ways that you can work with, and you'll see you go down each of these stages. Each stage is a next step in the building of your venture. So organizations typically work sequentially around these. You can short circuit outputs by clicking self-driving mode, and you pick an output, big things like websites, prototypes, product roadmaps, business plans, analyst notes, etc. You just click them and it goes all the way, generates the step for you automatically or multiple steps, and then it generates the output itself, which in the first instance would be a website. In between these steps, and we go back to our idea, you can go and you can open up Startup Intelligence, which is where you can do in between pieces from the execute steps, which could be generate 10 strap lines for LettsGroup AI Venture Factory. And then you just click and off it goes, and it generates 10 possible strap lines for you and some tips for how you might choose the most relevant one. And all of these, as you generate outputs, any of them, this one you can tick it if you like it, and again, you can save it to your venture assets, your VDR. And here you can see here, you can retitle it, you've got your chat response. All of these feed back into your dashboard so you know which steps you've completed and next steps. And all of this is organized in your left side menu. If you'd like to make sure that you're generating the right outputs to build your startup in the most efficient way, then sign up to LettsGroup AI Venture Factory at www.lets.group. Thank you.